The world had known many leaders, but few as determined as Jonathan Hayes. He was a man of unwavering conviction, a politician who believed in change so fiercely that he chased the presidency 6 times, only to never claim it. I followed his journey for decades, witnessing his rise, his struggles, and his defeats. Some called him foolish, others saw him as a symbol of resilience. This is his story. Jonathan entered his first presidential race with the of a newcomer. He had fresh ideas, a powerful message, and a deep love for his country. People listened, but they didn't vote for him. His lack of experience and party backing made his loss inevitable. After the results, I asked him if he regretted running. He smiled and said, "This is just the beginning." By his second campaign, Jonathan had learned the rules of the game. His speeches were sharper, his supporters louder. He gained momentum, but the political machine worked against him. I remember the night he lost. His campaign office was filled with silence. He shook hands, thanked his team, and whispered to me, "Next time, they won't see me coming." Jonathan's persistence made him a problem for the ruling elite. His third and fourth attempts were met with resistance, not just from opponents, but from his own party. Betrayals, backroom deals, and false promises chipped away at his chances. I asked if he ever felt like quitting. He chuckled, "You don't quit when you're halfway up the mountain." This was the closest he ever got. The polls were in his favor, the people were ready. But then, a scandal, whether true or fabricated, struck at the worst moment. His numbers fell. Victory slipped through his fingers. I found him alone in his office that night, staring at the news. "I was right there," he muttered, "right there." Jonathan was older now, the fire still burning but the world moving on. He gave it one last try, not expecting to win, but because giving up was never an option. This time, the loss didn't sting as much. As he watched a younger candidate take the stage, one inspired by his ideas, he leaned over to me and said, "Maybe this was never about me winning. Maybe it was about making them listen." Jonathan Hayes never became president, but his fight reshaped the nation. His ideas lived on in those who came after him. He wasn't just a politician who ran 6 times. He was a man who refused to let failure define him. And as I sit here, telling his story, I realize, perhaps that was his greatest victory.